confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. And the Huskers will boot it away to start the game. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. The Nittany Lions offense will get the ball first. And what a performance. An aerial show from this guy in the last game. And he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, Dave.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? To the ground with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Let's take just a second and talk about Penn State. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a
It's a fumble! And they put it on the deck, but it gets out of bounds to avoid the turnover.
Ball security has to be at a premium. They're lucky that rolled out of bounds, and now that's set up fourth down. But, David, you know against this defense, they are coming and they want to create takeaways.
And as a defense, that's what you focus on week in, week out, trying to get that football, trying to punch it out. The biggest thing you have to do to create fumbles is everybody fly to the football. Unfortunately, that ball bounced out of bounds, but a nice job ripping it loose and causing the fumble.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Got a man. It's Kane. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. On first down, here comes this offense. They'll run it from the gun. Breaks into the open. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. All right, guys, let's take a minute to think about Nebraska. Really good win on the recruiting trail last week. Got a commitment from a four-star linebacker.
He's going to help them out a lot because of his speed. He simply has things you can't coach from the linebacker position. So his ability to track the ball sideline to sideline, but also get downhill, he's going to make this defense a whole lot more difficult to move the football against.
Fans are bringing the noise on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's stopping behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest.
Well, this is very interesting because now down here in the red zone, you know it's not going to be easy throwing it because the windows are small. Can they run the ball against the best run defense in the entire nation? This is as big a challenge as you're going to find offensively.
Back to throw, it's Berger. It's complete to the right. And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score. On third and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. He wants to throw it. A little release to the back. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. And after the miss, guys, the score stays right where it is. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Using his legs legs, it's Hayes. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications.
Turning it on! He has the first and still on his feet. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Good work up front to get that first down on the ground, and now they'll go back to work. He'll pull it on the read. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against a different defense.
Leaves it with the back. At the 45, on his way. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You could tell. Drops back, nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off and get what I can get.
To the air on 2nd down. Caught behind the line. It's Hayes. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
You know, and that's why this guy can play 1st, 2nd, and 3rd down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. They're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
You got great field position here. You got to pay it off. Who is your go-to receiver that can make a play in this situation?
Now 3rd and goal and tough yardage to cover here. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for the goal line, and he's on his way. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back in the 16.
And they get a sack there from the linebacker position. There you have it. Linebacker U. This is Penn State defense as we know it. LeVar Arrington, Micah Parsons, Navarro Bowman, Sean Lee. Every year it seems like they're pumping another dude into the NFL, and this guy has a chance to be the next one.
I think the OC would have been really happy with a small gain and an easier 3rd down. But how about the effort by the running back to get this close? He saw the 1st down marker, tried to get to it, got close enough now where it's an easy situation on 3rd down. And shoot, and I got 4th down in my pocket if I want to go for it.
The Huskers will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. The Cornhuskers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Quick release on the RPO. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down. And the Huskers are on the move. Dropping back, it's Berger. Hauls it in. And he's almost to that 1st down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the 1st down. The give on the inside. That is a big win for the defenses. They were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up third down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets them a first at the 29. He'll do it himself on the draw. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. First play of the period will be a second down. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's Kane. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Huskers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. On the move. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Not much running room. He had to break a tackle and still break another tackle to try to get back to the line of scrimmage. Not good blocking on the play.
But that's what coaches always emphasize, too. Never assume a teammate's going to make the tackle. You run to the ball, and they did it there.
100%, especially guys that are so big and strong and elusive nowadays. They're going to break tackles. Keep swarming, keep hitting them. Next guy, don't assume the tackle is going to be made.
The Cornhuskers trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. The give. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
And this is the area of the field where it gets really, really tough. Because the red zone, you know you got to run the football more. Well, this defense is #1 in the nation against the run. So I look for this offense to be more physical, be creative, try to find ways to run the ball against this defense that is so dynamic.
Well, this situation on the field, this defense has their hands full because this running back just seems to have the nose for the end zone. Of course, he scored his last time out.
Sneaks it into the end zone.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did running it down for a touchdown, David. Oh, he's got some space. Moves up to the 34-yard line. Give him a 10-yard pickup. The whole Penn State legacy is built on toughness, getting it done on the ground, and they pick up a first down.
And you got to start there with the physicality, the ground game, getting that going. That's kind of a Northeast thing, right? Being tough, being physical, bringing that lunch pail.
Tried to fight his way forward, but he didn't even make it back to the line of scrimmage.
How do you not love to see that when your cornerback gets in the run fit, when he's not scared to come up and tackle? A lot of those guys, they can be prima donnas. They don't want to tackle. Nice job seeing it. And as soon as that thing's pitched, you can tell, man, he pulls the trigger and makes the tackle for the loss.
Wants to fire on second down. Pulls it in. It's Johnson. Nice gain. Way, but a little... It's short of the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Nittany Lions come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Off the play fake. Unloads it downfield. And it slips through his fingers in. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
4th down and 3, and they'll try to pick it up. They'll move the wide receiver. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. And the incomplete. Turns it over in their own end. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Kane. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And, guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. Here he comes with the return. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the...
There he goes! Guided out of bounds at the 34, and the running game really coming through.
The interesting thing about these RPOs is it takes a lot of communication. You know, the quarterback sticks it in the belly of the running back, and the running back doesn't know if he's going to take it or not. And you could tell, took the football, got north-south, got upfield, got a great positive game and a positive play for this offense.
And he's brought down after a nice game. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. The give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Now he's going to break the pocket. Got his man to the left. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. And the Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. Touch pass on the jet sweep. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. The Nittany Lions pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over, a chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. Down to the 18-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll run the option. They'll leave it with him. Got enough space. And he'll race. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Looking downfield, it's Berger. Got it in the middle, it's Harris. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. They'll try to get the first through the air. He's got an open man. Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air, chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. With the catch, it's Kane. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Back to throw, time running short in the half. They'll run the screen. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Just on the edge of the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. Looking to throw on first down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. So now it's 2nd and long. They'll run play action. He'll throw it. This time he's got it. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Huskers!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his big tight end. He gets it down to the 30-yard line, and time is running short here in the first half.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, the tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
Extending the play. Slings it downfield. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Caught over the middle. It's Johnson. They'll immediately call timeout.
And that's why this QB speed is such an asset. He can use it to his advantage, buy himself time to make a nice throw down the field.
The Nittany Lions are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Makes the grab. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure it to first down. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. To the air on first down. Looking down the middle. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. And the play and make. The Nittany Lions will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. First play from scrimmage here in the second half, and they'll keep it on the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Now the play fake. Got his man on the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Here comes the noise from this big crowd in Happy Valley on third down. Looking to throw, it's Berger. Gets it out fast. Breaks into the open. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. And the Huskers come to the line with a new set of downs. Leaves it with the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. On the ground, it's Daniels. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. It's Kane. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. The give on the option. Had to work to pick up 3 down to the 33-yard line. Got 3 on first down and 2nd and 7. Back to pass. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
I love playing man coverage on the back end, giving those receivers faces. Don't let them feel comfortable in run zone when they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
Here's a heat. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. So now on comes the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. From 55 yards out, and he's got it. Never a doubt. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, the big top 15 battle is underway, and it's been very interesting so far. SMU is ahead in this one. This team plays a fun brand of football there in Dallas, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 7 over Navy. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now on first down from the 28. Wide receiver going in motion. Caught in the backfield, it's Ben. And he's brought down after a nice gain. A first down for the offense. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. Dragged down at the 43, but it's a pickup of 10 on that one.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point.
Turning it on. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening. The Nittany Lions back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Rush is on him. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
Well, the offense trying to stay aggressive, right? You just came up with a huge play, and right away you go back to another pass, but you got to do a better job protecting your quarterback. Can't give up a sack there.
Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
And there's so much for a quarterback. About stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1.
Nice job there by the QB on the zone read, because he's watching the D lineman, and he knows he has to keep the football, and then he right away takes it upfield to get some positive yards.
Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
The offense didn't even glance to the sidelines. They'll stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. Goal line. And he gets nothing as he stopped right at the 2.
Hey, if you're going to go for it on 4th down, you decide to run the football, you've got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward. They're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
And this offense doesn't have much space to go backwards anymore. They've given that up, man. You got to be physical. You got to find a way to get this ball out of the area of your own end zone. You don't want to flirt with the safety. That means being physical and getting it back downhill, not going backwards.
Great team defense on that one play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
They'll run the option. Now the toss. Couldn't find any way to get out of the end zone, and they get him for a safety. And they'll set up with a free kick from their own 20.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they did.
First snap of this drive comes from the 32. On the option. Now the pitch. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
Just really solid play by this offense. Nice job. Whatever the defense gives you, the option, they're trying to make you roll. The problem is, defensively, you got so much to cover. Nice chunk game. Just remember, that quarterback can also stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, and make plays, too.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's White.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And the Nittany Lions can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Now on the option. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Finds his man. It's Johnson. They run him out of bounds. He gets him to the 47.
And And I think that completion is as good as a first down, right? Because you've set yourself up now in 4th and inches. Quarterback sneak's going to get it done and keep this drive alive.
Yeah, I think those quarterback sneaks used to be for the big, strapping quarterbacks. But, man, nowadays, dude, all you got to do is fall forward, and it's such a hard play to stop. So you see this all across all levels of football, and it's just a difficult play to stop.
Wants to throw on first down. He's going for a big play downfield. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to go up top. Snagged in the middle. It's Johnson.
And that is exactly where the football was supposed to go. Offensive coordinators call drag routes, anticipating man coverage. Even though the ball's only traveling 2, 3, 4 yards down the field, if the receiver is able to get a rub and create some separation and the quarterback hits him in stride, that little completion, that can turn into a 20, 30-yard gain.
And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
Wide receiver comes in motion. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. He's got it. 1st down and more. Perhaps a touchdown saving tackle at the 17. In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. They'll give it to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, this running back has struggled to find anywhere to go, and I think one reason why is this linebacker and his speed. He did a great job there identifying where the ball was going to go. He didn't let anybody block him, made his way to the running back and got him on the ground. Nice job.
Got his man in the middle. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. And they are looking to pull even with a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. They'll run it on 1st and goal. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. Might be calling a hot route. Second down, they'll go to the air. Let's it fly. Touchdown, Penn State! He'll do it himself. Oh, he's got some space. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the 1st down. One play in this drive and already out to the 41. It's 1st down. Caught in the backfield. It's Kane. Great reaction by this defense. Immediately on the catch, swarming to the ball. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Quarterback keeper. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Dropping back, it's Berger. Gets it to the back. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. The Huskers will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll have to punt for the 1st time this afternoon. Boots' 1st of the day away was called on 4 times in the victory last week. his end zone. He'll have to get rid of it. That's caught. It's Johnson. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The Nittany Lions with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
On the option. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. And what a fortuitous turn of events to get that football back. 2nd down after the offense averted absolute disaster. Might be changing the route. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Nittany Lions are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. Here comes the heat. And down goes the quarterback. There are penalty flags down, but it looks as if this might be on the offense. They'll... the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. The Nittany Lions will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. A fair catch is called for. It'll give him great field position. Great place to start for this offense. Looking to throw, it's Berger. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's 2nd down.
You're not going to see that happen too often. The quarterback, man, he was licking his chops. He saw a big space in the middle of the field. He had his best receiver there ready to make a play, and he dropped it.
And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Deep shot for the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away. First play of the drive comes from the 38. Starts a drive trying to go up top. That's caught. It's Johnson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the 2nd level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Grabs it inside the 15. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. On the run, it's Daniels. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Quick snap and a spike to stop the clock.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. To the air, it's Berger. Makes the catch, it's Clemens. And he's chased out of bounds, but not before he gets the first down, stops the clock, and has them on the move trying to get the late score. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Grab behind the line, it's Kane. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Massive score, now massive decision-making. Obviously, extra point ties the football game. Easy peasy, nice job. A 2-point conversion, you win this thing. So I would kick it, but you know what? If you want to go for it, that's your decision.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. This one is about finding the balance between being aggressive and not being reckless, Jesse.
The only way this thing works, though, if they're going to be aggressive, this offensive line has got to be able to hold up here for this one.
And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. The Nittany Lions trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. He lets it fly. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Well, you know the defense felt freaked out on that one. You're in the 4th quarter, and you're lined up against one of the fastest players in all of college football, and they're taking a shot up top. You just hold on tight and hope for the best, and that time they were able to force an incompletion.
The offense changing the play. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Oh, and it's picked off. This could be huge in a tie game. And the takeaway will put the finishing touches on this one. We'll get it started here in overtime. Back to pass, it's Berger. Quickly out to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Here comes 2nd down, and this crowd is turning it up a notch. Going to the running game. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. Safe completion on the screen. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Nebraska! They jump on top here in OT. They say there's no more loyal fan base than the one at Nebraska. Well, this guy is becoming their hero with this performance.
And Nebraska fans have a special place in their heart for a quarterback that can run it, they can throw it, show you all the dimensions of their game because they've had so many great ones in the past. And this guy, he looks like the future.
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple of years ago, too, in the second overtime and 2-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Grabbed over the middle. It's Johnson. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. He is having a day. Already visited avoided the end zone 3 times, and he might get back there again soon, David.
I mean, just crazy. He's getting open. They haven't had an answer for him. You think at some point you go, all right, he's not going to beat me anymore, but the defense continues to give up yards, and he is like, yes, please.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys. He couldn't.
Touchdown, Penn State! They got it in, and now an extra point away from the tie.
First off, really impressed by how physical this guy is still running the ball this late in the game. And now it's decision time. You want to play it safe, kick the extra point, or are you feeling aggressive to go for 2 points?
And I think this is all about how you feel about your defense and how you feel about this game extending. Do I have a chance? Do I have better players? Am I more fatigued? Like, all this has to come into account because you got a chance right now with one play to win this football game.
Here in the second overtime, they'll snap it on first down. They go to the ground. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
And they got him down in a hurry. Nice job by the defense. Aggressive attack. Come downhill. Go get the running back. Get him on the ground.
And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Now 3rd and long here in overtime as this defense wants to force a field goal attempt. Quarterback may change this route. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He's got the back in the middle. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. 1st and goal, they'll try to take the lead here in the second overtime. Motion from the wideout. He's looking to throw. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Got it in to take the lead here in the second OT.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
Second overtime, and they'll have to go for 2. They'll go to the air. They do not get the 2, and now the lead sits at 6 in double OT.
Penn State 43, Nebraska 37.
Now on 1st down, they need to answer with a touchdown. Dropping back, it's Berger. Throws to the wideout. Wideout trying to get it in. Makes the catch with defenders everywhere, and now the defense backed up with a 1st and goal from the 5. 1st and goal as they try to answer with a touchdown of their own. Looking to throw. Trying to bull his way in. Touchdown, Husker! And they responded. Scored their own here in overtime. A methodical drive that they... Off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
Takes a snap, wants to throw. He got it! The 2-point show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the fourth quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at, and I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.